Good morning, Facebook. It's Regina. I'm cooking my famous spaghetti. And so I just wanted to start out by making me memorializing a video so I can go back to this video when I go to the grocery store the next time. Because there's certain products that I really like to use when I'm making my spaghetti. And even though I make this, I haven't been writing down the specific products. So now I'll have them from this video, and plus I'm more visual when I'm in the grocery store. So for this spaghetti, you need sour cream, ricotta cheese, mozzarella. You need also Parmesan cheese. And I still buy Mueller's. I've tried some other spaghettis that I like also, but that's what I grew up with. So this, so your butter, and I like to get Italian seasoning, real Italian seasoning. I get that from the farmer's market. I also use this spaghetti sauce from the jar. It tastes more homemade than the ragùs and the prégus and stuff like that. And this will be my meat base, the Italian sausage. The Italian sausage comes in mild, medium, and very hot. And I used to use hot, but because I'm going to be using habanero peppers, that would make my spaghetti a little spicy. It won't be so hot. I use garlic, I use parsley, and I use the shallot onions. I started cooking with this type of onion, and I really like this onion better than the regular onions, yellow, whatever, Vidalia, and also my eggs. So I'm going to start out by cutting up my prep work, my garlic, my peppers, and parsley. I forgot to tell you all about the parsley. I use that in my spaghettis also. And before I start cooking, I lay out everything. Actually, what I do is I cook from recipes. I don't really cook by knowing exactly how to cook it. I follow recipes and timers. I use timers. The only thing I can cook by memory and without timers is collard greens. Everything else that's major, like the spaghetti, I use a recipe and I follow it. And before I actually go to the grocery store, I look at the basic recipe and look at how many that recipe feeds, and then I find out how many people are going to be showing up to any event, and then I just do a math problem on a piece of paper or in my head, like if it calls for 2 eggs for 5 people. If I know 15 people coming, I'm going to triple my recipe and triple the ingredients that I have to make. So that's what I did here. This is what's on the counter is for like a single maybe serving of 5, but because they really like this spaghetti, and I think it's going to be like 10 or 15 people, I had to triple this recipe. And then some people like to take home stuff, so we always know that a single serving is not a single serving in our events. So I'm going to get started, and like I said, I wanted to make this video so I'll see for myself the next time when I'm going to the grocery store all the products that I normally use. Okay, and also before I get started, I start with basically a clean kitchen. That's some little stuff from breakfast yesterday I'll clean up, and I'll also put the pots that I'm going to be using on the stove. I don't like dipping in trying to find stuff while I'm cooking. I'm a visual person. I have to have things already out so I can just grab and go. All that opening up counters and finding bowls, no, I have to have my bowls already out, so that's how I cook. I'm I said organized cook. Yeah, so I'm going to get started. And the good thing about me, I don't like to cook under pressure. This event do not start until 9 tonight. So you all see what time it is. I got plenty of time. So also, with my spaghetti, again, I tripled the recipe. Like when I baked the spaghetti, it originally said 35 minutes. So because I tripled it, I also got to triple my time. And so I had a friend that tried to make this spaghetti based on my recipe, and it didn't quite turn out. So like I said, I do it by math, and then I do it, I could go ahead and do the actual, just like chemistry, you do the chemistry math problem, then you go into the lab. Well, that's how I kind of like experience cooking. I will do it on paper and then go into the lab, which is my kitchen, and do it. And I'm just so anal about everything. Like I said, if it says 35 minutes for that first recipe, and you're doubling, tripling, you got to double and triple your time and your ingredients. There's a lot of people that don't still get that about some recipes, because they can cook by memory their favorite items, but I can cook anything by recipe. So that's why I don't mind experimenting and cooking something I never cooked before, because I cook it like it's a chemistry project. And it normally turns out. Now, do I sometimes add my own twist and flavor? Of course I do, because I'm Regina. But I have to get the basics first. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and start now. And then I'll let you all see the finished product. Okay, dish.